Hey everyone, welcome to Homebuying 101, the show where we try to demystify the big and scary world of buying your first home. So you've decided to trade in your Pokemon card budget for a mortgage payment, which is a bold move. But seriously, before we dive into the nitty gritty of interest rates and property taxes, we'll try to look at something more fundamental to why you want to buy a home. Why are you doing this? I know for many of us, the immediate answer is probably going to be something like, to finally escape my parents' basement. And no judgment, I've been there, bought the t-shirt, but beyond the freedom of not having to explain why you're still up at 2 a.m., what is your real why? Is it stability? Is it to build equity? Is it to have a place where you can finally paint that one wall fuchsia without getting a lecture? Understanding your core motivation is crucial because this isn't just a financial transaction. It's a huge life decision, and it'll impact everything from your daily commute to your weekend plans. Write it down. Seriously, why is your why going to be your North Star? When getting things together, it is very interesting to figure out why you want to buy a home. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Or rather, this eternal struggle of whether to rent or buy. On one hand, renting offers flexibility. You can pack up and move when your landlord decides to turn your building into luxury condos for artisanal pickle makers. On the other hand, you're paying somebody else's mortgage every single month. That money's just going away. It's going into somebody else's pocket. And let's not forget the joy of just begging your landlord to fix a leaky faucet for 3 weeks straight. Buying, however, gives you ownership, potential appreciation, and the freedom to finally hang that oversized painting without losing your security deposit. But it also comes with responsibilities, like you're going to have to be the one to call the plumber at 3 a.m. because your toilet decided to stage a rebellion. And we'll dive deeper into the financial aspects of this, decision in future episodes, but for now, just know there's no universally right answer. It depends on your life stage and your financial situation and your tolerances for late night plumbing emergencies. Now, speaking of expectations, let's burst a bubble or two. Because if this is your primary exposure to house hunting, or HGTV is your best bet for what buying a house is going to be like, then you're in for a very rude awakening. This is not like HGTV shows. There will be no charming realtors showing you through 3 perfectly staged homes, each within your budget and featuring that open concept kitchen you simply must have. In reality, you'll probably see about 20 homes. And if you're lucky, only half of which will smell faintly of cat urine. And the other half are going to be priced like they come with a personal unicorn stable. The before is usually significantly more before-y than anything you see on TV. And the after is just a lot of sweat and tears and weekend trips to Home Depot. First and foremost, you need to set realistic expectations for the process. Realistic expectations for the conditions of the homes you'll see and for your budget. Your dream home might not be your first home, and that's perfectly okay. Think of it as a stepping stone, not your forever castle right out of the gate. Now, finally, let's talk about something rarely highlighted on the glossy home buying shows. This emotional roller coaster that is house hunting. Get your tissues ready because it is a very wild ride. You'll fall in love with a house. You'll imagine your future within its walls. And then an all-cash offer is just going to snatch it right away from you. And then you'll feel elated when an offer is accepted, only to be hit with anxiety during the inspection, during everything to do with the financing. There will be moments of pure excitement and joy, followed by crushing disappointment. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And it'll test your patience, your resilience, and possibly your relationship with anyone you're buying with. It's okay to feel all these emotions. It's a huge decision. It's natural for your feelings to be all over the map. Lean on your support system, your realtor, your family, your friends, those that you're close to. Take breaks when you need them. And remember your why when you feel like throwing in the towel. So that's all, y'all. Next time we'll start diving into more of the fun stuff, like actually figuring out how much house you can afford without eating ramen for the rest of your life. So please like, subscribe. What am I kidding? Y'all already know the drill. Anyway, thanks as always. Until next time, start thinking about your why and maybe invest in some extra strong coffee.